the bad Pachamari League has grown. It has become home to many from all walks of life, from all around the world. And now, to celebrate where we came from, to celebrate who we are, we have created a new tournament to see what the world has to offer. 12 teams from around the world, trialed and refined to their very best, will now face off against one another in a double elimination bracket. 2 strikes and you're out. It's a worldwide competition. And in a worldwide competition, the only thing you want to strike is gold. Welcome to the BPL World Cup.
Oh my god, it's a fire game originated with a pulse bomb!
But Sage is hot mustard, and all of a sudden this is anybody's fight. Drip Timbers are still in it. Massive pulse bomb from Sage!
What is that? Sage clutching it up!
Sonic holding on to the barrage, gets 3! Sonic from behind with 3 with a huge barrage, taking a crazy off angle once again. There's a lot of ults, there's a lot of colors, but it doesn't matter because it's just going to be a massive high noon from Yancha.
But Signet hits another massive shatter. Oh my lord. He's so good. He's just so good.
A pretty big flux. The trance is there to keep the team alive. Oh, the bombs.
Oh my god!
Wings, they got some wind in their sails as well. They got grab coming in. Oh man, perfectly in the windows fly through in terms of damage.
That's a 4K in that. Nitro have absolutely insane. Pomku with the 6K.
Yo. Solomon.
Hello, welcome everybody to the BPL World Cup.
Oh
Joined here by BP and Vic. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hello.
I brought these two out their cave for one tournament in off season. Let's go. We've got 12 teams today competing across a double elim bracket. It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit.
Very exciting, baby.
Well, I'm trying to like bring out the enthusiasm for my
Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. I think after a certain game that happened last month, the enthusiasm for your UK team has gone down a little bit. So I will bring us in. Don't worry, it's coming home. BPL is the real tournament after all. I'm all for Team UK. They're gonna bring it home today. But it's up to BP in the end. It's up to BP to motivate the lads.
Vic and Solomon have been slacking, so I've been working hard on getting this event sorted. I pulled them out of their chamber to do production. Fortunately, they listened to me.
BP, why don't you take us through what's going to happen today, huh?
So we've got 4 games. We've got 2 streams. There's a stream on BPL_2. We've got Korn as the Midwest versus the United Kingdom, Asia versus Heimskirchhofer, Winter Soldiers versus the West Coast Cataclysm, Crab Atlantic versus the Northeast, also known as like the toilet bowl to end all toilet bowls, because apparently everyone ghosted those 2 teams. And then the winners of those games will play against Texas, Horizon, also known as EU, LATAM as Angry Toucans, and Florida as Gainesville Betas. So it will be very interesting, all the games we have today. It's going to be a good production. Should be perfect.
Yep, these are the games on this stream. We'll have Corn UK versus Canada and California. And then we'll have, we'll swap streams basically. And the 2 winners from the games on the B stream will come to the main stream and face EU and then Florida. And on the B stream, some juicy games as well. If you wanted to have a look over that one, BPL_2, we start with APAC and the Nordic team, followed by Atlantic and the Northeast Teabaggers, and then we swap again. 2 winners on that mainstream will go over to there to see Texas and the Angry Toucans. Gainesville Betas, yes, very true. So BP, any further words before we get into this match?
No, not really. I've said my wisdom. I'm gonna go into my my private VIP booth and watch all my monkeys do the work.
I'll get you the last word in BP. Who do you think is gonna take this tournament?
I'm not sure. I feel like Texas could take it. I feel Texas has got a bunch of stacked players. They've got a recently unbanned player who's kind of insane. UK, I've got my boys. It's got Mahir. Like, Mahir's like a coin flip in person. Sometimes he throws, sometimes he does insane things. Latam could also be an upset. A bunch of unknown players, but like Dryad got them, and they're pretty stacked. Apparently, someone said someone was from Team Mexico for actual World Cup. I don't know how true that is, but they might be like a good dark horse to watch in the tournament.
Certainly. And you know who we can ask? Our casters and our hosts for today. Let's go and see what they think. Over to Mara, Oddy, and Drayton.
Thank you. For
Hello, gamers.
Hello.
Yeah, I am Drayton. I'm going to be your host for the evening. I'm joined by Oddy and Mara, our two casters for the day. Corn versus United Kingdom, Midwest versus the UK. Is it coming home, boys?
It's coming home, all right. I fully believe
home.
it's coming home, boys. It's coming home.
I have to be unbiased here. I think that, I believe in Midwest. I believe in the power of corn. You know how many foods like the UK uses and makes and that include corn-based substances? No shot.
There's no corn in a classic delicatessen from the UK. Beans on toast beats corn any day. I believe.
Any day. Okay, Euro. Okay.
Unbiased, by the way.
My unbiased opinion of a person on Midwest B League team, I think there's no shot that United Kingdom wins today. Completely unbiased. It's not coming home.
That's true. I'm not actually a fan of the UK. I just happen to have a UK World Cup jersey on right now. That's no correlation whatsoever. Adi, what are your real thoughts here? No bias.
Unbiased. Definitely. I'm quite excited. It's going to be the first game of the day, so it definitely gives us a nice perspective on both of these teams. I'm, of course, by natural bias, I also admin for UK and EU, so I'm definitely favor them. But I think Corn can realistically pull off an upset here. I think they're pretty underrated.
I believe. I've seen Azu ball. Azu is balling.
Yeah.
Azu do be balling. Repost if Azu is balling.
With that said, I think we can go into some maps or some rosters, maybe?
Yeah, let's take a look at the rosters here. I know the Corn lineup very well. Teku, obviously, the man, the myth, the legend who put the entire Midwest team together. Azu, Cypher, Jason, Garden, Rymarks, Obi-Wan, Elodies, Mir, and Blackout. And then Midwest or the UK. They got a stack lineup too.
Definitely.
Wait, are you gonna say it or?
Yeah.
I was gonna let one of you guys say it.
I'll do it. Okay. Riff, IDW, BU, I don't want to be you. Mahir, Brute, Lukey Boy, Todos, Sheep, Protein Shake. And the name that really sticks out here is to me the Legacy Goats player Brute. That's the only thing he's known for, really.
Yeah, Brute, formerly a Contenders player for Square One. I think they got third twice or whatever. All in.
No, we don't talk about that.
Alwyn managed to kidnap Brute, take him from his cage, So a Contenders player is currently playing in BPL, which is, I believe in Corn. I believe in the power of the America's vegetable. I don't think it actually is, but whatever.
I don't think it's a vegetable at all, actually, is it?
No,
it is a vegetable. No shot.
It is?
No
Wow,
shot.
that's crazy.
If it's on a tree, it's a fruit. If it's not on a tree, it's a vegetable.
That's not how.
Cows aren't on trees, so cows are vegetables now, huh?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
We're going to Nepal.
Oh, going to Nepal. Interesting. I think this was actually Team UK's map choice.
It was, yes.
And I'm not too sure what they'll be pulling out, but it'll be exciting to see anyway.
I like Nepal a lot. Not biased at all as someone who likes to play some flying heroes, I do a little bit of flying. You can play a lot of stuff on Nepal. You can play Farrakhan's, you can play Dive, you can play Rush, you can play Double Shield, you can play Sim Rush, you can play honestly almost anything on all three of these maps, except maybe Village. That's more biased to either
Village,
like
I'm expecting to
Rush
see
or
Mason,
Pharah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Also, Farrakhan's could be interesting.
I can see Pharah. I'm hoping and I'm praying for some Pharah. You know.
And we're
We have
starting
a
on
pause.
Immediately a
Sanctum
pause.
and a DC.
I
Nice.
I don't think that was a DC. I think they were subbing.
Probably a sub. But I want to actually I've talked about Brood, but the rest of his UK roster are actually very close with Toxicinator, known for creating research and Froggle mode, a very talented individual in my opinion. And the players he put together, I'm pretty high on. And then we also have Protein and Mehir on the roster. Mehir and Protein both found great success in Season 1 of BPL, with Mehir being the champion of A-League and Protein MVP of B-League and the champion of that as well.
Yeah, that's completely true. There's a couple of other names there. I saw Rift, who I know was playing DPS for Reverb in Sub-Tournament 4, and I suppose they were just off-rolling. I don't know. Yeah. I don't really know the rest of the players on UK. I know that they're on Toxicinator's collegiate team, and I'm sure you could probably say more about them if you desire to.
I'm not too familiar with them outside the fact that they are on that collegiate team. But as I said before, if Toxicinator has trust in them, I'm sure they'll do fine.
Starting out Nepal Sanctum here, I can see either like a lot of Sim Rush or Double Shield, you know, like hard Double Shield, like Rasig, Hanzo, Ash stuff, or Maysim, because Maysim has definitely taken a very large place in the meta recently.
Yeah.
I think that was a disconnect. I'm not entirely sure.
Interesting. Okay, so we're going to dive comps, which is nothing.
We are not playing
None of the two we
also.
said. Oh wait, we are now going to. I never always forget the name of this point.
This is Shrine, I believe.
Oh, I know, because it's just a bad point.
Before I hand it off to you guys for the full cast, predictions. We need predictions. First to two. Who do you guys got?
UK 2-0 is coming home.
I think UK is, they win in a close match. Starting off here, a little bit of a difference in comps here. The 6-man dive versus the Ball Diva, you know, stuff like that. Azu taking very, very fast positioning, but a teleport from Garden there, who's also known as Kazami, at least currently. Azu attacked in the back line. Azu was just dead.
Ooh, that's instantly taken down. And now Korn instantly on the back foot. UK has established point presence as well.
I mean, if Korn's gonna have to go in here, if Korn's gonna win this, they're all gonna have to go in at the same time, because if Azu gets hacked going in like that, they are just gone. Alright, and then immediately, Kazami...
They're not really... And look at his support ultimates on Korn, they're really not getting anything done out of this. It's not like they're making space to build ultimates, really. It's looking...
I mean...
This can get very snowbally very quick if Korn don't like regroup and just get in.
So Azu swaps to Monkey, and I think they're going to more of a 6-man dive as well, but they still are playing Tracer Echo.
Quick adaptation.
I think this is I think this is a better adaptation here.
Guard Chomp on the Reaper
right now, kind of getting isolated.
Using brute force, just standing there. Not afraid to go. I had to go in. As I say it, I think it's at the 5k maybe, but the 4k death boss to finish that off. He's standing in their spawn. He doesn't care about dying. He pays for it. But a statement was sent today at that spawn door.
Alright. Coming up here, UK has Cole, Primal, and EMP, and Korn has Pulse Bomb.
Are we gonna be hacked out of the coalescence?
EMP comes out here.
Leaned up. But Rift's standing up on the backline, however.
The dive duo of Cornage just come in here and kill two, but I don't think it's enough, because still, like, all of UK is playing together in what is essentially a rush comp here, just walking at the rest of them, because it's a 4v6 at that point, or maybe like a 4v3. And they just win another pretty easy fight with...
That's gotta sting. I mean, Brute stands at spawn, dies the Widow. They lose some picks as well for UK, but they still manage to just win it out with that beat at the end. That's gotta sting.
Alright, so how to win this fight? For Korn, Cypher has to get back first, but they need to build up that coalescence as fast as humanly possible here.
Oh my god, they're just in.
Even just get a touch.
They're in, yeah. OB gets taken down, not able... Yeah, Blackout's on point here.
He's just dying.
They get the touch hacked out, it's gonna be cleaned up. And
Wolf
yeah,
is taken on the Brute though. The bomb
Nice
Cypher
bomb.
again picked
maybe
up two,
something
but
happened here.
it's Garden and Cypher against the world right now though, and they're not looking too hot. They really got to stay in here. And I don't think it's going to happen just because they have spawned right now. Like, they have spawn advantage and ult advantage for UK. But here does
Nice
get DMAX.
beat. Nice beat. Comes through. Gonna allow Obi to get EMP, maybe.
Obi does get the EMP, and it's going to come out on point here.
Max only on the two, but it's
though.
Moira and Monkey, which are fine targets, but it's not enough.
I don't think this is enough. This is really just making this round take longer.
Azu doing a lot on point, though. Able to stay alive for so long. Gets the mines as well. But no. It's a losing effort.
So, yeah. It's just delaying the inevitable here, unless some heroics come up from Cypher, literally getting a 6k, which didn't happen, unfortunately.
Sadly. I mean, Garchomp's looking clean already on this first point.
On the Reaper, of course.
On the Reaper. It is actually Friday.
Wait.
Where I'm at. In Europe, it is actually, and I think in NA too.
Well, it is also Friday in NA, so.
Okay, so it's an International Reaper Friday right now. Maybe that's the key.
International Reaper Friday. Okay, so Corn, y'all, I had to come and say it.
Y'all
took way too long. Y'all took way too long to set up and just got eaten alive by UK's aggression. Like, that wasn't even close.
Yeah,
honestly.
also the snowball came in so quick. They barely built up ults, and it was like the final fight where they started getting them. And now
Simrush Mirror and Corn is going pretty fast right now.
Pretty
but
fast
I think, yeah, they're gonna get to point second.
All right. See, it's okay. So it's gonna be UK actually getting the setup first on point, which is suboptimal if you're a Corn fan.
It seems right now that it's just playing for picks, and Garden right now kind of has a charge advantage, and that's a great wall coming in from Obi-Wan.
But the sandwich on point.
I don't think it's enough. And
see,
yeah,
maybe...
wait, Rick already has a
rough.
shatter. Does get blocked, but that's a statement, honestly. That's just a statement.
Yeah, a statement, maybe. Not sure what it was commenting on, but definitely a statement to some people. Or this is up for interpretation. And they're at spawn again.
And they're at spawn again. They're at spawn again. Obi does kill Brood, which is actually a huge pick, but Azu gets walled out of spawn.
And charge, and this is sad.
Oh, no.
When they said it was...
Wait, it crashed!
It crashed! No! Our server broke due to the spawn camp. There's no way.
There's no shot! Oh my god.
Well, I guess... Damn. It's those Italians. When something goes wrong to UK, just blame them.
This is a great start to BPL World Cup.
Great. I mean, when they said it was coming home, like, they didn't mean that quickly, guys. We can finish the game.
Okay. I did see a lot of this thing called UK pressing W. They pressed W really hard, and they kind of just like everything that UK was doing, they were doing with a purpose. Also, my hair is a little messed up. Doing a little bit of trolling. Hello, Drayden.
I was not expecting that to happen.
I don't think anybody.
I don't think anybody was ready for the double spawn camp into DC true combo for this map.
Yeah, the control room is also panicking right now, so it's not.
All good.
That makes sense. Yeah, that
makes sense. Well then.
Okay.
And let's talk about that because I mean I want to comment on the game first of all with the DC, but like it's just UK asserting dominance walking to spawn. I'm pretty sure
UK is in their element right now. I don't know what else to say.
Alwyn told them home was at the enemy spawn, and they're coming home. All right.
They really did go home. UK, they were teleporting really aggressively. They were taking very aggressive angles. Like Brew was getting a lot of value on Sim, just kind of teleporting, like ping-ponging back and forth towards the point, dealing a little bit of damage, getting out, just breaking shields, having infinite ammo with the wacky Symmetra gun. What else? Rift got a shatter in like 20 seconds.
It was great,
happen.
I mean, that was just the point. Yeah, they were able to set up on point just quicker, and then it's such a huge disadvantage for Corn to try to take that because, Brood got his teleporter set up, was able to create a nice crossfire. The walls were just like you're in such a better position to like wall off people. It's a rough life for a poor farmer boy from the
one thing I
Midwest.
can say that Corn could maybe do is just try and Not Mirror Rush. All right, we're back in on
We're
another map.
back. We're in Sanctum.
We're on Sanctum. All right.
Maybe what they're going. Maybe we go to Village again and we just play from Village with like the score.
I think what's happening is they're playing as if.
I think UK won up,
Shrine was already
right?
played.
Yeah,
UK is one up right now.
I assume that's
whatever.
what will be happening.
That didn't happen, you know. Corn playing double shield, UK playing 6-man
Yes.
dive.
Okay, confirmed.
This is a
UK
very
is
good
still one
matchup.
up, even though the map has been reset, but UK still gets their round win.
All right, I'll give it to you, Mr. Odyssey.
All right, it's gonna be not a mirror actually, as we talked about.
Right now, it's just both teams kind of just taking space, but Rift is already a quarter, almost
And-
halfway to the Primal
ooh.
Rage, but Luki
Some are
Boy
getting found out.
tries to thing.
Nice pick from Obi-Wan.
That's how you want to start with Corn here. Azu just needs to get set up on the point. The
Yeah, they're
Torb
going.
turret is actually, never mind, it's dead, but it was putting a lot of pressure onto the entirety of UK.
Yeah, it feels
And the
like
tank of
UK
right now
just
ooh,
bunkered
the Cole,
harder.
though.
They're out bunkering them on
Cole.
dive. That's crazy. Oh, I know. This poor Torb. Run,
Garden?
Garden.
Garden took an off angle, to say the least.
Yeah, the main support dies. It's a nice juggle to clean up here, and I think it's gonna be UK. They also capped first, by the way, something I didn't pick up on yet, but that's first cap and first fight going to the UK.
UK also just built up a Cole.
Here they are.
Are.
Please don't break our servers again. Stop.
Please
Just
don't. Stop this. Please.
weren't UK the people in like World War? Oh, actually no. That was us. That was the Belgians, the one that were stuck defending. But UK really being the aggressors here.
UK is currently running.
Oh, stun! That was a stun. I think that was a flashbang. Oh my god.
What was that? And
Obi
they can
has
still
just
lose the
been.
fight. Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, Todos gets picked here as well
Not
as Groot
anymore.
falling. That was clean from Obi. He spotted the Sombra out first, last fight as well, and does it here again, canceling EMP. Masterclass. That's also Moira, I think, that he got in that fight. So really great. The boop onto Ozu closing.
Okay. Corn here. That was a really good fight for them. They only used 2 ults and they got the EMP out. However, UK is building up very close to some key ults, mainly the Coalescence and the Primal Rage. Because as long as they can just keep cycling those ultimates together, like they will have an infinite flow of Coalescence, Moira, and like Monkey.
Interesting to see with UK's aggression. Are they just gonna beat rush onto them with the Death Blossom? I think that's something they could do as well. No, it's just gonna be a coal engage with the bomb for now.
They're bomb engaging.
Oh, nice
the
bomb. 2 key picks as well. Torbjorn and Orisa out of the fight, and the Death Blossom to clean it up does not actually get that much final blows, but a lot of damage.
That was catastrophic. Actually, it really wasn't. They only used Rally there, but as opposed to UK committing 2 ults. But the key thing is that Luki Boy. Wait, no, Luki didn't EMP. Excuse me. They did use Coal and Bomb and Death Blossom. Excuse me.
But there's some key ultimates coming up for Corn as well. They got the Supercharger, which can be great. Bomb is nice for space. Window. They got some tools to work with here.
Use Supercharger challenge impossible.
Possible
Currently.
Supercharger deployment gonna come in. Hey, it completed.
deployed.
Challenge completed,
Rift is-
and your reward is a dead monkey. Good job.
All right, that was honestly played pretty well by UK.
Pull him in, and it's a clean engage. Yeah, not that great. Oh man, Garden's fiending for a hammer kill.
I respect that.
Blackout
But
just
now
playing up his
UK
drag.
just has another fight where they have EMP, Coal, and Primal because they've been building up these ults constantly. They rotate back to point smartly, so they actually have to use the space here. But unless Obi or Blackout can stun the Sombra, they're just going to lose the EMP.
It's not an impossible feat. It has been done before. Turret going down.
That is true.
Okay, let's see.
Early high noon used by
High
Obi.
noon just zones them off for a bit, buy some time. They rotate now.
And now they're rotating around. They are leaving.
They're running from EMP, I think. Oh, they
The
find
bomb
out.
might actually hit something here. Oh, that was really well played by Luki to barely survive that. And now the EMP and the beat.
Onto
and then the core is
4.
gonna be used.
Yeah, they're just in the corner of pain against the dive. It's unfortunate. Now UK does have to go back to point, and it's not looking too hopeful.
I don't even think Corn can touch. I think that's just map.
Hey, they put up a pretty good fight here actually on Sanctum. and that's map. Even though it's not the dramatic ending we usually know, UK still was up 1-0 after the DC.
Yes.
So yeah.
For
Yeah.
that.
UK becomes the first ever team to 3-0 a control map in BPL history.
That's not true. Didn't Malden do that in playoffs? Or
you can't 3-0. You cannot, or unless there was also
We're
a
talking like
because they had a
early
crash.
Overwatch. Right?
They had a
It's like-
crash during
I
the
see.
Malding versus Night Drive game, I believe it was.
All right,
I don't
I've
think
been
it was a
lacked.
3-0
I've
though.
been outed for my lack of knowledge. Incredible.
Okay. I must say, I don't want to sound too negative here, but that was kind of a team diff. Like, I just think that everybody on UK was just playing really, really well, and they were playing aggressively, they were playing decisively, they knew what they were doing with their comps. It seemed like there was a little strange rotations from the side of Corn, but maybe they can pick it back up in map 2, which I believe is hybrid?
Yeah,
I
Corn's choice
don't
too.
really know.
Yes, Corn gonna be
Yes.
taking, and this is their point to stabilize it. You know, it's always reverse sweeps are a lot more likely in a 1st-2 scenario because now we're out of control. We're away from the control ranges, and that's usually it shakes things up a bit.
Okay. So, thinking about the hybrid maps in the pool, and I sort of know what they're playing, or Corn plays on hybrid. So it's Eichenwald, Hollywood, and Nimbani. I believe I'm gonna make a guess here. They're gonna pick Eichenwald, and they're just gonna try and run more ball stuff.
It's gonna be
I was correct.
Yeah.
It is going to be Eichenwald. I've seen they've definitely favored running a lot of ball comps. Ozzy do be balling.
Azu is definitely ball.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Interesting. You're going to Europe's home turf. I would have picked an American map if I was them to gain home
Well, this is
advantage.
UK, so it's not Kings Row at least.
So, yeah, at least it could have been worse.
Kings Row out of the
Kings Row
map
isn't
pool
in this
though,
pool.
so
Silly
Is it not? Damn.
it's not in the
Nope.
map pool. No,
It's
I've
Eichenwald,
been trying
Hollywood,
to scrim
and
Skims Row.
Nimbani.
I would
Scrim,
never
no
touch Skims
scrim.
Row.
How is this a tournament in Overwatch without scrims row? What are we gonna do?
We're gonna go to every other map type. Other than
I'm, Adi, what do you think they're gonna pull out on Eichenwald? I'm curious.
I can
curious.
wall. I think
More
maybe
so
the ball
UK.
stuff. UK, I think they might just still be going with monkey things. They honestly
They
could be
do-
playing. I think they could play double shield Torbjorn with Garchomp on Torb.
I see it.
I
I
would
see
not count that out. Maybe they pull out Bastion.
Of course, it depends on what side they're on, but I would
Depends on
be.
how cocky has UK gotten, right? Because they were feeling themselves. We saw Brood at spawn multiple occasions, but depends how confident they're feeling after that map one. Because it wasn't like a blowout.
I mean,
It
the
was a
first two
3-0
maps
to be
kind
fair.
of were.
87%. We'll take it.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay positive
I
here, and I
guess.
think.
That
And
is what
definitely, we're
we
going
take.
into Eichenwald. Once again, payload maps usually just play out differently than controls.
It's hybrid.
We'll be
so
heading into
what?
Ike, so
Hybrid has
guys
a
have
payload. I
this.
don't know if you knew.
Yeah,
but
you're thinking they get past the payload portion.
I really hope so. It would be.
Oh
bit
wait, okay,
disappointing.
Corn is on the defense here.
Okay, so we're probably going to be seeing past first, unless Corn mount a really impressive defense here, which is not out of the question.
Okay, so UK let's go over these rosters because there's been a few changes. I believe Rymax came in for Garden, and UK had a role swap, and
Role swap. Luki is on ball now. I actually have heard things that Luki is a pretty good ball, and besides that, Protein's coming on DPS, I guess, to fill that gap, which is interesting. Actually.
Okay. So you know what? I think they're actually going to play this. I believe that
No,
the British are going to get overconfident. I believe.
Protein on legs. It's somehow gotten stranger.
Again, this is what they're going to play because they're getting overconfident. Corn running double shield, UK running a comp.
A comp. This is a collection of 6 heroes in Overwatch, which makes what we know as a composition, and they're TPing in instantly.
They TP'd it
And died.
and immediately got
Oh, they get Obi-Wan though.
obliterated.
I mean, they're not obliterated yet. Pokemon has died. The field is also forced out. So things can happen here. I hope they don't. No, they're happening.
No. Oh,
Things are occurring. Oh, they're going to get first like this.
Things are occurring.
Why would you let them do this? Why would you let the Europeans get confident? You know how insufferable it's going to be now?
You can't let the Europeans do this. Oh
You know-
no, we're gonna be insufferable.
Oh, it's coming home. I see it now. Wait, I'm Europeans. This is good for me. This is incredible.
You know, that's true. Actually, I feel like this is.
Oh, he's just going.
We're okay.
No,
We're a little
Garchomp is
sidetracked right now.
definitely gonna realize. Okay, so I mean, I wanna recollect ourselves, but Brute and just UK as a whole are not stopping. They're not giving us time to collect our thoughts. They're just constant aggression. And as I say that,
Oh,
I'm
how
proven
does
right.
Blackout die there?
Res is coming in though. Shield
They
off.
do res Blackout.
Shield out. I don't think UK knows what just leaving a fight is, and I don't think they care.
I don't think they know what a lost fight is called.
No, okay, so it's a nano onto the
nice.
Zarya though, very aggressive going in, and that's the tank line going down, the mines as well. I thought something could have happened there, maybe with Brute going down first, but it's just so aggressive. The nano onto the Zarya with a high charge is so difficult to deal with. Even it's basically just a full charge Symmetra, but with more
Okay, Brood is now on Bastion.
Brood has swapped the Bastion. He doesn't want to play Sim anymore, and you know, I said that as a joke. When I started this map, I was like, maybe they're getting, or maybe they get overconfident. This is what I was alluding to, basically. That we're gonna see Brood on Bastion. I didn't think we'd see it.
Alright, okay.
I'm processing this.
On
It's
the
a lot to
high
take
ground.
in. Okay, they drop down, then they have card control now, which is nice.
Supercharger comes
Brood
out from Azu.
in the open, but while that happens, the support line just melts.
Alright, so UK has won this fight using a collection of ultimate abilities that are activated by pressing Q.
I mean, I want like, how do I cast Zarya Ball, Bastion Soldier, Lucio Zen. Lucio Zen. They're taunting.
no.
They're taunting Obi. Just let him die, man. He's
Obi's
copied
doing
all.
it.
No, you're just
He's
gonna
balling.
die. You're
Obi's balling,
prolonging.
Obi's balling, don't worry.
Oh, he's
Wait,
balling. He gets back in the
guy?
fight though. He's back in the fight. Gets the slam off and rift down. It's a lot of damage gone.
And there goes the
It's
ball.
not gonna hit. And the mines, coggers. The cogging has occurred. They're just cogging on point, and it's worked out for him. I cannot believe this. As a European, even I cannot believe my eyes. What UK are doing.
This is just illegal.
It's like the worst thing to happen to the Midwest since like Emo Rock died. It's horrible.
Ah, they're in banana. Of course. Alright, Korn is swapping to a rush comp. United Kingdom is playing Bastion Junk on attack.
Yeah, not exactly a mirror match, not exactly what I was expecting. Actually, no, I was expecting this. A deep part of me, when I see Brood on Bastion on card, a part of me definitely was expecting this.
Alright, Azu
Alright,
is
nice.
walking forward
Speed
with a
boost
Reinhardt
engage.
ability.
Great, catching out Zen, which
Seems
is
like they've won a fight.
yeah, they do. It's good to catch out the Zen here. Zen has no.
Oh,
as I say
no, no,
Rift being
no.
taken down, however, not a lot of things left, and I think they're actually going to be stabilizing here and getting a foothold. Maybe Lucio Zen just isn't that durable of a backline, like at all.
No. They're
Wait.
not losing. They do not.
No. They're losing. They should.
No, they're not.
According to all things holy, they should lose. Thank you.
I disagree. Alright,
Yeah, Lucky Boy is
has
still
dropped the
back.
mines.
Just
That's huge.
disengage. This entire map's been one fight.
Oh,
He's asking for a hammer 1v1 now.
That's based, honestly.
It's base. Just do it. 1v1 for final point. Wait, they're agreeing to it.
1v1
We
just
might.
the map. Come on.
Hold up.
Come
We
on,
might
man.
actually. Okay, never mind. Lucky Boy's gonna be diving in, and Grab gonna come out. It's a nice shadow.
Oh, the
catching
grab
up
is
to-
huge, but the lamp.
The window,
Oh,
shatter into window was nice.
Alright,
Shutting
they have
down this
perished?
dive. However, they declined the Torb 1v1, so I'm not pleased.
Okay. So now that Korn has like stabilized some or not. because
Not
of
yeah,
Azu,
because UK is still in. UK is still standing there.
UK is running it back.
They're just running it back. Luke's in again on ball, slamming in, and Rift's gonna get. It's gonna be
Trimax is
tire.
winning, I guess.
Okay, let's see
Okay,
what-
this is tire.
Let's see what this can find. Okay, he's waiting. He's waiting. Like, oh, he is hesitant. And meanwhile, Sheep gets caught up with beads. See if this can do anything. No, it's just gonna find a field.
Broke the lamp.
Okay, bomb in the open, a trans that, but Rift still dies.
Well, Toto's would have died to that, is my assumption, and that's why. You know?
Definitely still. Definitely still. One of your two. I mean, the support ultimates and the support like backline are good. That's like the only thing that's good about it. The only thing I like is that you have both beef and transcendence, I guess, but still. Somehow still, they're gonna come back. They're still winning. They come back. Obi-Wan some point trying to let out, and I think that's the Lucio gonna be taken out. Monkey might get a touch in, and they cap with 2 minutes.
Okay.
Zarya, Ball, Torb, Junk, Zen, Lucio.
This reminds me of this reminds me of a map in Sub 24. Is all I'm gonna say on Icon Worlds. But so I did make a wager with you pre-match.
Yes, that's
and I
true.
forgot to mention that. So Odyssey, tell me your side. You know.
Okay, if Korn were to lose this game, because I was betting on UK, I would eat corn. You know, I would post a video of me eating a whole corn.
Were to win, you mean?
Yeah, if Korn were to win, no, yeah, I would never bet against the UK because it's coming home, and I knew it.
And if Korn lose, I have to sing the Three Lions, "It's Coming Home" song. I think that's what it's called. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Three Lions.
So it looks like that currently that I'm going to be singing Three Lions. I think that's been approved. I don't know.
All right.
Excuse me.
I will warm up your vocal cords because it's gonna take a miracle to beat Ana Zen backline or Lucio Zen.
Ana Zen backline is built differently.
You know, besides that, I mean, at least Korn were able to somewhat stabilize. What is this spot? What is this? Is Contender's knowledge being used in this tier 6 game? I do not think. Okay.
I don't think it's fair. It's not fair. It's just not fair.
No, I do not think. No thoughts. This game has broken me on my first game. Well, look at this rollout, though.
Azu is balling. My God.
Straight up rollout. Okay, somebody Doom rollout for Protein. Sees that across the sky like a bird, and it's a ball 1v1 now in the backline.
Ball 1v1 in the backline.
Well, Protein's rollout not too successful, but okay, he's found the sleeper agent on the high ground. Oh no.
Alright, so the game's either going to end in like the next 2 minutes or it's going to end in 3 minutes.
I don't think this game is going to end in 2 minutes. I think that's physically impossible. But 3 minutes is looking... So maybe a forfeit. Maybe we see a forfeit.
From UK, of course. Because
yeah, UK definitely. But imagine if they do, though. Imagine if they purposely go to loser bracket. Just
that would be funny, in my opinion.
That would be the most Chad thing we've ever seen in BPL. But I think they're
oh, the hammer kill!
He decimates the backline when we're talking. You cannot do this. Brute has done a lot of ungodly things on the stream today, and we might need to call an exorcist to cleanse Eichenwald and Nepal.
Eichenwald's been tainted.
This is demonic energy on Torbjorn we're seeing right now.
Oh, this is the game.
Why are they playing Pharah but no Mercy? Why Pharah with the backline?
Harmony Orb.
Of course, Harmony. Mercy Pocket Light on to Protein. How did you have an angle on Obi-Wan there? I could not perceive.
Do you know the angs? Gosh, you really are not a Kef reviewer, I see.
Definitely a Kef ang to take down Obi-Wan.
What?
And they're grabbing. He's hammering a rally and break.
No!
Why does he get it again? Why does he get a 2k on the support line again? He's gonna go for more. Stop this freak.
No.
Don't let him do this.
Stop
Peel for him. No. He's cooming and spawn. He's cooming and spawn as well.
They nanoed the Torb into the grab.
I am huffing a lot of "It's Coming Home" right now. No, definitely it's coming home. I feel it in my bones.
I see Toto's in the back line. Toto's is fucking dead.
Toto's, no, the Transcendence, just the sideshow trans to save his own life there. And let's see what Protein can do with Barrage with no pockets and no support.
Protein can barely get over the roof. Not a great
barely get over the roof. Parkour time. And no, the Zen. Somebody.
No.
Oh my god. There's that Transcendence as well. But wait, things are happening here on point. The stick takes down Sheep and Lucky Boy went down earlier.
Okay, it seems like Korn has somehow managed to take first point despite all these shenanigans being performed by Team UK.
As long as Brute is alive and it can equip his hammer, I'm not calling this. As I say that, It seems like Azu falls to Rift. I mean, Rift is actually a DPS player on the tank role, so it makes a lot of sense that they put him
Wait,
with
what?
Zarya here.
I thought it was the other way around.
No, I think he's a flex DPS player. But
Well, he was playing main tank last map.
He's playing, yeah, he's playing the tank role for UK here due to, you know, like other factors.
Oh no, okay.
Oh no, don't let him get any more, please. Please just
He's
stop.
already gotten 4. That's
Cut the footage, cut the footage. No, he's gonna get more. Cypher, run.
No.
Run. Dude, Toto's getting free on the cleanup, by the way. I mean, these highlights for UK are happening at such a rate that I cannot comprehend all of them.
I wouldn't call these highlights.
They're definitely highlighting certain features of certain heroes, I'd say.
They're lights, I would say.
Definitely lights. These are definitely plays that could be in a montage. Maybe a documentary, maybe not a montage, maybe...
A documentary.
A wonderful... Oh, it's a big grab.
No,
And he's hammering into it. They took down the threat. Okay. The Antichrist of a Torbjorn player has been taken down, but still the Nanozar is going to be so much. Azu's on point here. Have the Transcendence, have Mines. Rift also doing so much, by the way, on this map. We're talking about the Torbjorn over here for good reasons, but Jesus, this was...
That was a game.
That was a game, and I think it might just be coming home. Maybe.
No, it's not coming home. It's not.
Garchomp and his repertoire of souls he has harvested with his hammer might just be taking it all home.
So Drayden, what are your thoughts? Oh, never mind, Drayden's. Oh, you're back.
Here. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
maybe
did any of you pret corn? Because after that, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear.
I don't think anybody preted corn.
Who thought it didn't? Who thought it wasn't coming home? Love to talk to you.
Man,
I don't think anybody
was coming home.
It was most certainly not coming home up until this match started, I suppose. So Eichenwald was a map in the game called Overwatch, which released in 2016, developed by Blizzard Entertainment.
Yes, and things happen on that map. We might need to take it out of rotation for the rest of this tournament so we can cleanse it of just.
Please do.
Of just the horrors that were committed there.
Place it with King's Row, please.
I don't know if we have interviews. I honestly don't want to talk to the Team UK players after what just happened.
I am getting a restraining order against every single person on that roster. Please don't come to my spawn door. And I'm banning the use of Torbjorn hammers in every scrim now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really much to say about that game.
That was a game.
Yeah, it was in fact a game. So as we take a look at the bracket here, United Kingdom, they'll be facing Texas Toast. Texas Toast have been considered a pretty good
I wish
team.
to talk about this because I believe UK win that game, and I believe before this tournament started they would win that game, and now I'm feeling actually quite confident in my prediction.
So I think we do have an interview coming up here. I see Toxic in a Discord channel. There goes there's Alwyn too. I really would rather not talk to either of you. I don't want to talk to either of you.
Garchomp. Not too bad. We're here anyway.
That's Garchomp. Yeah.
All right.
So what was that? What happened there? I mean, I saw it with my own eyes, but I don't think I believe it.
It's just the UK way.
Yeah. Can I get it checked? Is it coming home?
Did you guys scrim that comp? I'm curious.
Yeah. It's been a long time practicing that.
Yeah, kinda, honestly.
Lots of scrims for that one, definitely.
We even had to whip out the gold spot for the turret.
Yeah, that was
keep in the back pocket.
I think Azu had some wall hacks for turrets or something.
He was playing like Cypher or something. Like
Azu needed to cheat in order to give my team a chance. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I will, even if they get caught cheating, I will not disgrace the name of.
No, it was necessary. That's
yeah. Okay, I have a question for Mr. Toxicinator and or Alwyn. Is Rift a main tank player playing DPS or a DPS player playing main tank? I don't know, and I want to know.
DPS on main tank.
He's simply a quick play god.
He's a flex god, yeah, of course.
Still different.
Well, he's been trapped in DPS prison for playing for Joshin in sub 24, and now we freed him on his true calling of main tank.
Okay.
I don't think this
That-
answers our question at all. This makes it more confusing. What his role is.
His role is everything.
Yeah.
Is essentially what we.
His role is quick play.
Well, sorry.
I think some things are. I'll give you a minute. Yes.
Discord has
Okay.
crashed.
Confirmation by the
unlucky.
man himself. Rift is a DPS player who's on main tank. He can flex.
Oh.
This is
Okay.
good news.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's because
so I
one of
wanna-
our players, their internet has gone kaput, is dead. So
Yes.
we're missing a tank player. So
Okay. Well, how are you feeling about taking on Texas later today? That's my question.
I think that'll be easy.
Oh,
Easy.
it's confident.
Yeah.
Confident.
yeah, Texas no mental. They all hate each other.
Oh wait,
Whilst we
I need
are
to fix my
Panda
face
boys.
cam. I didn't realize.
I think
it
UK has. We don't have individual skill. We don't have synergy. It's just the UK energy, and
It's
we can
UK
just
energy.
troll and win with that.
We're huffing that it's coming home, Yum.
Yeah.
I truly believe
Not
that
really,
it's
because
coming
I never
home.
wanted it to come home because I hate England. But this is
But
the one
this
time.
the one time.
But now it's your
Yeah.
city.
Kind of. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Garchomp and I'm
Um,
leaving.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you,
Goodbye,
Garchomp.
Garchomp.
Reaper, Torbjorn God, Garchomp.
Yep, that's me.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So I guess it is time. You know, I don't think I have much else to ask other than. No, I really don't. I think
Yeah.
I think we're good to throw to the next game here, which is Winter Soldier versus the West Coast Cataclysm,
Good
coming
game.
at you soon.
I am very
think.
excited about that one, personally.
Canada
I
versus
believe.
California.
Yep.
Definitely.
Welcome, everybody. We're here with Game 2, Canada versus California, Winter Soldiers, West Coast Cataclysm. I'm joined by our casters for this match, Jace and Salsa. How are you guys feeling about this matchup?
Not doing too bad. Looking forward to it. I've just seen some dominance from Team UK. Expect nothing less from the boys. I'm looking forward to this one. We've got Ali versus Canada. We've got Drake versus Tupac. We've got the Raptors versus the Lakers. We've got I don't know anyone else. That's it. We do have other rosters. Yeah, there we go. Take us through them.
I mean, I think I really like the Winter Soldiers roster. I think there's a lot of powerhouse players that we saw during some like the sub tourneys and obviously season 2 of BPL. And I think some of the big advantage of West Coast Cataclysm has to make up for is kind of they have to use their tank line to kind of make up for some of their DPS players, since you're going to be going up against Wi-Fi and Dynamic, who are really good. And I think that's one hole that California has to really make up for to kind of come ahead in this match. But I think it's absolutely possible for them to do it. So hold out hope, West Coast.
I think they can do it. They've got some good players. Guac is no slouch. Vegas, I believe, as well. Modern Frost might be her. So there's some people I haven't seen before, so maybe they could surprise. It's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, that's the thing. We sort of know players that we've seen before, The, Wi-Fi, Meister, Thomathan, Maitrug, Guac. These are names that I'm familiar with, that you guys are familiar with. Yahoo as well. But there are some that I think are unfamiliar. I believe Bolting, CBMX potentially as well, and obviously, as I said, Modern Frost. Some that I don't recognise. If you do recognise them in the chat, then fair enough, I'm an idiot. But hey, we should see. As I said, always for control. I think first point is everything, and we're going to be going into Nepal.
Yeah, I think Nepal is just a solid control map. I think both teams will. It can make something interesting happen here.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think it really just it'll be interesting to see how the match plays out and knowing, see what their trajectory is for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, I think that both of these teams, they have quite a lot to prove coming into this. I mean, West Coast is, like we've said, pretty much there's a big question mark on the things like their support lines. We haven't seen a lot of those players before. But with these unknowns, we got to make predictions, obviously. So what do you guys have? I personally have Winter Soldiers winning it 2-1, but I want to hear what you guys have.
I'm also kind of in that camp if Canada wins 2-1. I think it'll be very close. I don't think this is a match where you're just going to have a roll like we saw last game. But I do think that Canada ultimately has that edge that will push them up at the top.
I believe if I've done my research correctly, which I might not have done, to be fair, I believe Canada are slightly just higher assault, and they have some players that have played together before as well. Particularly, I think Wi-Fi V and Dynamic have played together, at least on a sub-tourney team, and potentially in Season 1 as well. I don't think they were together on BPL. Season 2 they might have been. My lore is a bit foggy. But one thing that isn't foggy is my map knowledge, as we're going to be getting into Sanctum. So we saw a bit of six-man rush for Sanctum in the first round. We saw the rare Brute Torbjorn. Thought he was going to pull out Bastion, did not. But now we're back at it again. This should be a good one though. Lots of laughs, hopefully lots of content, and it'll be one for all the Cove streams at home as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it'll be very, very interesting to see. So we start to see some of these the compositions come out. West Coast kind of going with kind of a rush composition. It looks like Canada just wants to stick themselves on the point. They're playing the double shield.
Yeah.
And both are just trying to get to this point quickly with the Symmetra. Probably will swap off afterwards, but we'll see.
Yeah. It is weird. So, okay, this is a really odd comp from Winter Soldiers. I've not seen this since, I believe, Season 2 playoffs with Sinatra in the Shock.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like an old composition, but it is working out. They just get to smash in and take out 2 players from West Coast Cataclysm, and probably going to be forcing a reset here unless something quickly can change.
Pretty much should be the fight. I think the Reaper just kind of runs into them. That's 2 gone down. It's a really clever counter pick if they expected the Symmetra from Frost. Both Doom, Reaper, Eversa and Sig do an excellent job at being able to, particularly the Doom and the Reaper, just being able to do a great job at just going on that Symmetra. If they're going to keep it, I think it could be potentially, going over to the well-acquitted, sort of nicely named May is Frost. And even still, this double shield is going to allow them to get a lot more in the poke phase. It's all about how Winter Soldiers can just play out these first couple initial sections of this fight. So much damage from the Xeno, though.
It's brutal how much damage you can do as Doomfist right here, especially with this choke point. And I mean, the double shield just makes it really easy to take control of the choke, take control of every hallway to the point, and just win the fight before it even begins, really. When we already see every single critical ability has come out, but
it's all done.
Doesn't really matter.
I think if the dust settles, they're going to grab it. Oh no, Vegas. Dies mid-slam. That is not something that you want to see. But yeah, I think they had the advantage. It's beneficial for Winter Soldiers, at least in my opinion, because they have the tempo advantage with Coalescence, right? They go with Cole first because it's the first one that builds. As we see a quick full comp swap coming from West Coast, I believe. Yeah, it's nice swaps just to go over to the dive tank to give themselves a bit of mobility, a bit of access, but they're gonna have to be really clean with those. But yeah, they kind of just match. They play poker. They just keep raising West Coast with ultimates, and Winter Soldiers match them, and they get it every time. As D is looking for a Death Blossom.
He will get it, and that will quickly end this fight, and we will. They have no time, not at all. I mean, I don't think the bomb was used, so yes, they do keep the bomb, and they have 10% to touch the point.
Yeah, it's just the swap comes in, I think, way too late. They're bone dry and ultimates. They've got to walk into a Doom and a Reaper. It's just so scary for them.
Yeah, but Frost is in the backline, and you can get the touch, so it's not over quite yet. Yeah, they do get the touch. All right, so we have a Doom's falling down, and bomb comes in, gets the Sigma, and everything's just collapsing for California here. This is gonna be a quick first round for Winter Soldiers.
It looks like it is, and they kind of just smashed them off the point. I think honestly, comp diff. They comp diffed the first neutral fight, and they just snowballed off ultimates.
Yeah, I mean, I think it also is not just a comp diff, because like once they swapped comps, it might have been a bit more even, but they swapped so late.
Yeah,
they did. They did like the first fight was dragged on for a while because Vegas and Anubis had to try to make it back, and they ultimately didn't. And then the rest of the and then they ran it again, got beat out really quickly, and then they swapped. So they had like 30% to make any sort of significant progress in their ultimates and whatnot.
Yeah, I think it was just a case of the race against time. They just didn't realize they needed to swap soon enough. But now they're going on a mirror fighting, both teams favoring the double shield. I didn't think this is something we'd see, particularly on this map. I guess scrims, but yeah, it's going to be double shield, pharmacy, echoes. This is a double stag comp, something that I've seen in the past. My coach had worked with research back in BPL Season 2, but this time, instead of going for a ball hard, we're going to be going for a double shield.
I like kind of the compositional differences. Like on the other side, you see they have the BAP, they have the Ash to take down some of the people in the sky, and they have the Torbers to try to make a little bit of a point presence while the turret takes out people in the air if they get a bit close. We already see the turret go down, and this is a battle for position right now, just to try to get a little bit of space with all these people in the air.
Yeah, look how much pegged back, look how much Thea gets pegged back on that echo because of those two double shield tanks. Sort of both of them just sort of sticking on the point, being able to sort of not move, just standing their ground, and it's really not allowing that echo to get in as he gets taken down by Vegas, which is a good trade from Mazzino. However, yeah, I think bolting, taking down that Sigma should just be the flip.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have any tanks anymore on the point, and they gotta get out of here.
I've just realized that Gay Kid on God is back. I casted this battle tag. I still have no idea who it is properly. Do you know who it is, or?
I can take a look.
the actual, we can look in between rounds, but yeah, I casted that name on the 4v4 tournament. I've been laughing the entire time. Mazzino gets solo though. Meanwhile, let's see if he can punish with the barrage.
Gets one.
Worth, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, it's immediately res, so still generally a loss.
Yeah, do not think they're going to be able to get anything off that. I did like the comp from West Coast though, particularly against the double sky. Like the lack of the Diana as well for France is really sort of denying the spam damage that can come through. But I mean, they can just trade week for week. That's a nice flux as well though. But I don't know. I think West Coast, yeah, they just kind of got to grind this out. It looks like.
I mean, well, they're starting to back off the point. Like, they have to let one person on. If they could have picked them off, they might have actually made the flip. It doesn't matter anymore.
They're just going to keep going, I believe. That's the copy of Riffa, so many shields. Probably about 6 on the field right now. If they can get that Bonjo, which I believe they do, that's going to be a huge damage boost. My stream was trashed for a second, but it looks like through the 5 pixels that I can see, in about 3 to 5 working days, when the picture gets back, it's going to be, yeah, all blue on the left side of the kill feed, and the Winter Soldiers finally get the flip.
So, I mean, I think that actually is really critical for them. I think their composition works better when they can control, because they have 2 people in the sky that's just dominating Just the choke points from both angles, plus the rest of the team kind of from the central side.
Absolutely.
And it just is brutal because you want to have that ultimate charge be generated over time, so you don't want to switch your composition just to switch back. So I mean, you already see
that echo there, that execute on top of the damage. It's so much damage. Like, they have to rotate into it, and God, if rotating into a pharmacy wasn't hard enough, they've got to do it into an echo as well. And I think it's potentially where you do just swap the Torbjorn from Frost. I think if there's one imposter here, I think it probably is the Torbjorn. Because,
I mean, absolutely, I think.
Yeah, my God, I don't think you do.
I think you either have to get it on, like, mirror a pharmacy or a Echo Mercy, or you gotta go like a Widow or something if able. There's something to.
The Nano Barrage. It's so big from the Xeno. That's the 4K. Recurve is smiling in his companion stream right now. Such a happy bunny, I'm sure he is, just watching the Egyptian bird just soaring with the 4K.
I mean, if you told me that Recurve did some training with Mezzanine before the match began,
I'd believe it.
and he's being like having such a big ego boost, I'd believe it. Because that is going to put them in pole position with percentage here. And I thought we were going to see a boop.
I thought that was for sure sending Anubis off the edge, or at least forcing the coach run. The double support ultimates though from West Coast and the Bonjo. If there's ever a time for West Coast to do it, it is going to be now. Often they torch. Please don't tell me they C9. Oh, pull the fucking lever. Pull the lever, Kron. Oh my God. Oh, it's painful. Oh, that's a corn-fed Charlie Niner in the chat. Get a C9 in the chat. Get it everywhere. That's... Oh, where did the Fortify from the Orisa go? I need a mod check on that ability. We have Val.
We gotta replay.
It's such a disgustingly bad C9. Oh, I don't want to flame, but... Oh, they had double support and Bongo. That's like a fight that you just do not lose.
No, you can't. You can't.
No.
You can't lose that. You have to say Fortify for that. You can't use it anywhere else.
Where else are you going to use it? Like, you have 2 shields, lamp, and...
Oh, wait. What if, like... No, Orisa's thing comes back fast. And I was going to say, what if they had to use Fortify to not get booped off by the Farah shot that we saw earlier? But it would have been back by then, right?
Maybe. It'd be one for the replay. If he spotted that and I haven't, then fair play, absolute genius, Salsa. But I think with the damage resistance from shooting, I don't know. I think should have been okay.
I'm just thinking that's the only opportunity I would have seen to say, that's when I need to use Fortify. The fight was going fine. You had Immortality Field. There's no reason to use Fortify then.
You had borderline full HP on Shield, right?
Yeah. I mean, even when you were low HP on Shield, you had the Immortality Field up, so you were fine. Like, there was no need to use the Fortify other than for that Farah, and it should have been back by then. That's that top 10 mystery science can't explain.
Yeah, top 10 curious things found in odd places. Number 10, the Orisa Fortify. Where on earth did that go?
It's all right. So, I believe then we will have. So it's gonna be California's gonna get map select.
Let's flip it. What do we think the West Coast Cataclysm, aka Team Cali? What do we think they look good on? What map do we think suits them here?
I mean, we have to kind of go with what they were playing. They were playing a rush comp. That's what they were playing initially.
Yeah.
And even after they were winning, they kind of were playing a kind of a rush comp just with double shield. Like they weren't playing in the air. They weren't trying to play for position as much. They were just kind of getting in there, I feel like. So I think you're probably going to want to see, I mean, it's hybrid, correct?
It should be, right?
I think it's hybrid.
Yeah, it was hybrid on the previous game. So
yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that we're probably going to see an Eichenwald come out, but I think it's Eichen or King's Row if that's in the map pool.
King's Row is always a safe option. I think a lot of teams do it. Like when they lose first map, they just go King's Row because it's a map that I think you can.
No, King's Row is not in the map pool. It's Eichenwald, Hollywood, and Mbani. And I think if that's the map pool, you absolutely go to Eichenwald.
I was going to say Hollywood. I think there's a lot of options to play different stuff on Hollywood. We've not seen either team really pull out the wrecking ball yet. Maybe it's not in the pool, or maybe they're saving it for later, but it is going to be Hollywood by the looks of it. Yep.
It is Hollywood.
And Winter Soldiers, Team Canada, are going to be drawing first blood, and then also, because it's the first to two, sending themselves 2 match points. So, will the snow continue to fall, or I don't know what goes on in Cali? Will there be pack smoked? Because I know Cali, weed is legal in Cali. So will there be blunts for all, or will it just be more of Team Canada? And looks, I'd do it for recurve. Yeah, understandable, Mazzino. He's gonna love that if he's got the.
Ego with the chart with an upwards trend right now for recurve.
So normally, I'm looking at the comp that comes out from the defense or the defensive side. Like, yeah, it's going to be pretty standard stuff, but they rolled out on something very, very weird. But nope, it's just going to be standard as you like. Sort of just that APAC double shield that we saw a lot last year, played by the likes of the Guangzhou Charge in particular. And the Salt Dynasty were very, very deadly with these kind of comps. Unfortunately, they don't have Prophet on Echo, but Mazzino's Sarah performance was probably better than what Prophet could manage on the Bird. So let's see if Mazzino can also pull out the pegging character.
Certainly. I mean, we do get to see that kind of the dive composition you were talking about with the ball and the diva. It's good to see Guac back.
Oh my god. Oof.
Okay, it wasn't as brutal. Wi-Fi was not the one to get the kill, but it was still kind of nasty.
My god. Bolting just gets kind of stoned, which I guess is fitting for the Cali team, right? But, like,
I guess so. I mean,
not the kind of stoning I think they were looking for. Regardless, this comp is going to be so hard to break down. Yes, it's only got one sight angle right now, one sight line right now, but Guac is going to have to do a hell of a job, and these DPS, particularly Nubis and Frost, need to be ready to go. But
take down Wi-Fi.
Step one done.
I mean, but the problem is they have the res up. They have the Mercy, so they can res Wi-Fi, and they don't have that for West Coast Cataclysm. You're going to have, if every death is permanent, you have to wait for them to get back from the spawn room.
I think the Brig in this comp is also an interesting position as Mazzino just pops Frost with a left click and a damage boost. Bonsoir, I guess. The Brig from Gated and God, I actually don't mind it too much. If they can force a brawl on point, it's going to be really good to clean up. But like,
I mean,
in these initial stages, it doesn't do much.
Yeah, I don't actually like it that much because most of this fight will not be a brawl. The whole point of the composition is you can hold the high ground very well, and they can't really dive you because you just have it all in lock up there.
You don't have
all the first fight.
You don't have an Echo to pack. I guess you can pack your Sig, but you can't really pack your ball. It's just, the Brig is a very curious pick here, but potentially if it's a comfort pick, who knows? It looks like they are actually going to manage to force themselves onto point, but this window from Fright should just keep them back for any second now.
Gets them off. They're now on the low ground, so this is exactly what you want to see, but no one's there. They're all behind cover or just not engaging at all.
Yeah, they can't though, to be fair. Like, it's so powerful. You think
of course
how powerful Wi-Fi is with a Mercy boost, right? Imagine Baptiste window through that as well. Just Mercy, Bapt and Ash, just such a powerful trio.
Of course. All right, Guac goes in. Just making chaos on this on the high ground here. Puts down the bomb, so we can't use that for now in the fight. Oh, and Bob takes down the Brig, and I think this is just gonna be the end of this fight. They don't have that point presence now with the Sigma, and both supports are gone. Yeah, this is done.
Yeah, so this Ball Sig comp, I think, into this is, I mean, this is technically the counter. I think Ball Sig probably is the answer into this. Actually, no, I'm smoking. Some of that Cali Kush, I guess. It's the other way around. This Orisa Sig comp is the answer to this Ball comp. I think potentially they could just swap Guac over to the Orisa if he wants to play it. If he doesn't, then understandable, because, you know, the horse. But with 38 seconds left to go, it's a prayer.
Yeah, I mean, the one advantage is they have ultimates right now. But, Guac already is down. You do not want to see that.
Yeah, it just doesn't well enough by Bongo window.
Well, Thomas and Wi-Fi are down. This is the turnaround.
potentially winnable if they can get the Sig as well. Can they deny the res? No, but they get the Echo. It's really winnable. I think it might be one actually, off the back of Anubis, pretty much.
I think they will just cap in time. They do.
Wow. Impressive though from the West Coast Cataclysm. That was a very shaky hold. They started off with the rally and they kind of went through with it. As I said, big props to Anubis for just being able to hit those shots. So many clutch shots needed from that Ash, just able to take down, I think, Wi-Fi and Frags basically in the same half clip. So really good play, and they're going to go over to Tracer Sombra now, which I actually think I don't mind too much.
Absolutely. I mean, the big advantage of this composition that Winter Soldiers are playing is that you control this one point, and now you no longer control a point. You have to control a choke point, and that's a little bit harder to hold overall because there's more ways to get around it. Mazzino's making me eat my words and just is winning the fight single-handedly.
It's just the Echo character, I think.
All right. So I think critical things you want to see both tank ultimates coming out for West Cataclysm. You also have the Transcendence up. Meanwhile, you're gonna have you're gonna give the mirror in terms of the Sigma ultimate, and you have the copy and the Valkyrie. I think that's going to be like the fact that the ultimates are kind of similar is going to be somewhat important, especially with this positional advantage that Winter Soldiers have. CMBX already falling to Wi-Fi's bullets, and Guac is down too. No tanks, and that. I mean, they're getting progress. That's the problem. There's tunnel vision on the rest of the team, and not the one person trying like pushing the cart forward.
They're treading their life forward though, and it's just such a strong high ground position that. It's a really risky game. I don't think it is optimal, particularly in the long run. Yes, they get pushed. They get 84%. As now, I guess it's not too bad considering how this map has sort of gone for them so far. Yeah, I mean, it gives them something to defend at least, but it's just they really need to particularly get rid of Wi-Fi and I have no idea how to say that Sigma's name. Sorry, but they got the Sigma off at least. So yeah.
I think that's Mac Truck. I think that's the Sigma. I think it's Mac Truck.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it definitely has. It has to be. They're close to the EMP though, if they can get it with 20 seconds left.
Falling with the trance, that's brutal. They need this EMP or they are cooked.
The mines from Guac are not the cleanest. That's a mirrored flux. It's just too many ultimates.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. 84 meters will be the goal set for the Winter Soldiers. It looks like come rain or snow, whatever the weather, they went to the chilly mountains of Nepal and kind of stomped, and here they're at the kind of sunny movie set of Hollywood, and they're doing just as okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really, if you want to talk about somebody who's just a blunder and a half, this is home field advantage for California. I just realized, and I called them to go to Eichenwald.
True, they had home court advantage and they blundered it.
I mean, who's to say they blundered it? They did get the cap. They pushed it a little bit further than they thought they would get it, because they were losing the fight. So I mean, maybe it's really the Winter Soldiers that blundered, gave them the extra cart push. You never know.
It's winnable. I'm down to smoke. I'm down to smoke some Calicopium. Like I'm down for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, it's brutal, really. But
dominant display, yeah.
We now see they're coming out on the Arisa Sigma. They're actually coming out so far on the exact same composition that Winter Soldiers were holding them.
Yeah.
Except we don't see the second support.
It should be a Mercy or a Zen. Mercy absolutely fine here. They say that imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, and I think this is just this is equal to a kid just copying your essay. This is the what's the fucking meme? Yeah, just edit it a little bit so it doesn't look like you copied that meme.
Yeah,
you know the one I'm on about. We all know the one.
I know the one you're on about. I mean, Canada's also kind of doing the same thing with their attacking comp.
Oh, true. Okay.
They're also trying to copy homework. Wait. Okay. Here we got to swap back onto the Arista Sigma, so we're gonna see a mirror actually in composition now.
Yep. Both teams playing the imitation game. Unfortunately, there will be no Benedict Cumberbatch this time. Double shield mirror, pretty standard. Good high ground first rotation though from from West Coast. And hey, getting that pick on the Echo if they can find the Mercy as well. It's going pretty good for West Coast so far.
Oh, wait, no, it is Resable. They get the res. Oh, I thought with the Frost position, that was an unresable position, but Wi-Fi just makes some space for their Mercy and just boom. They get the res and they're back up to fighting 6. Frost goes down, has to res himself.
Clean shot from Anubis onto the Echo there. If they can get the Dynamite, I think that could be the death of Mazino. But oh no, the Mercy's just going to heal him back up to full HP. Unfortunately, both teams sort of only funneling into this one angle, so they're really super reliant on Mazino and Frost here on these Echoes to get this off angle. And so far, I think just looking by Upcharge alone, Frost is definitely getting the better, but it's on the defensive, and I curse him as he goes down.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a very back and forth fight, but it seems like California is coming out on top just barely. But a lot of progress has been made. They already have 2 ticks.
That was to Mazino is huge.
CBS going down to Tomathan. You can't afford to give up any more deaths on point, or you will have to start just throwing squishies onto the point.
Yeah, I
think they have Frost Ultimate. They have the Frost Ultimate just to try to stabilize here.
No,
yeah,
that's the cap. Yeah, I think they sort of got to a stage where Winter Soldiers managed to force a point and then just essentially baited West Coast to come into them. And they sort of flipped map in that sense. Winter Soldiers almost felt like they were defending that point in the way that West Coast had to sort of pile in one by one, and they piled in one by one against a spam comp with 2 shields, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I mean, they have 4 minutes roughly to get halfway there, because they're already halfway there. They have to just get another half the distance, and I mean, they are just smashing through West Coast Cataclysm, and I think that we're gonna see West Coast hit losers bracket quite rapidly.
It looks like it though. That the flux onto the Mercy though is potentially huge, and it's a lot of hope. But I spoke too soon, or did I? Once again, France has got in this high ground.
I mean, I don't think it really matters. I mean, they touch with the Lucio, and I think that'll be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is it. No.
Raise your mooses, chat. Raise your mooses. Maple syrup enjoyers. Tech W. It's a 2-0 for Canada, and I believe they're going to be going on to play Europe. I believe they're playing the European Horizon, and that's a very scary roster for them. But impressive showing here in West Coast fall to the lower bracket. Welcome back, Drayton. So thoughts on the game, Chief?
I was not expecting it to be a 2-0 stomping, kind of. Which I think the first map had some potential to be close, but after the kind of Charlie Niner, it was kind of seemed like West Coast Cataclysm. They started kind of imploding cataclysmically, one could say.
Yeah,
perhaps. Yeah,
I agree with that. Just it was just kind of brutal for them. Couldn't restabilize.
Hey, I hate to say
Coast Cataclysm used an EMP challenge. Literally impossible.
Sad. Don't do them like that. Come on.
Yeah.
So did they put a valiant showing, I think, Anubis particularly. When all was lost, basically, I think the big reason they managed to unlock that first point. So there is Calicopium, as we said before. His team is not down and out yet, I believe, going to be going into the lower bracket to play the loser of N6, which is Horizon versus the APAC team after they took the 2-1 over the Nordic region.
APAC team came back. That's really cool. I think that means you're going to have on the B stream Atlantic versus New England.
Yeah.
Coming up right now, actually, because they took about the same amount of time this match took because it was just that much of a roll.
I might be on that cast next, not gonna lie. I might have to jump. Generally, because I was filling because I think Mustard couldn't do the colour for this one. So
yeah, I mean,
come in and fill colour.
You're feeling play-by-play, buddy.
Am I filling play-by-play for the? Was I supposed to fill play-by-play for this game?
I mean, me and Mustard do it back and forth, so it doesn't really matter.
And I was about to ask, I was curious because you're like following the facts. I was like, wait, hang on.
Yeah, we do back and forth. We are
We
casting.
kept it entertaining enough for the
Doesn't
chat.
matter.
Don't worry about it. We've got
All right, we have
interviews
Dynamic
right
in.
now. Go, Dre. Do the interview, Drayton.
Interview time.
Hi.
Welcome
2-0 win. How are you guys feeling after that?
I think it was pretty standard for us. I think Team Canada's been. I feel like we're a dark horse in this tournament. We're feeling pretty good off it, but it's as we expected, to be honest. So we're just looking at our next game coming up.
Yeah. Speaking of your next game coming up, I forget who you guys are playing actually.
LATAM, I believe.
Latin America. How are you guys? Latin America is kind of an unknown quantity right now.
Yeah.
Have you guys scrimmed them? Do you guys have any idea of what you're going to be going up against?
No, we haven't actually. We're excited for it. We think it's going to be a good set, but we're very confident also.
Oh yeah, you got to be confident. I mean, taking the 2-0, were you expecting it to be a 2-0? I think people had a little bit of higher hopes for Team California than what they seem to have been putting out today.
Yeah, no. If we could have played a third map, it would have been a 3-0. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it looked like that was going to be the case.
Yeah, we were very confident going into this one.
Is there any team you really, really want to beat up on, Dynamic? You got your sights set on a potential team?
I really want to take down Florida, not because any grudge or anything. I just really want to play against Recurve. He's a good friend of mine, and I respect him a lot as a player. So it'd be really fun to play against him. Other than that, looking to take down UK. There's a lot of hype around them coming into this tournament.
Yeah, UK.
Recurve was hyping you up in the chat. Let's go, Dynamic, so good. So
yeah, that win was dedicated to him. Let's say.
All right.
I do want a quick take, not to try and yank your job, Dre. And what do you think about the Mazzino versus Recurve matchup then, if that does happen? Because Mazzino played pretty much Recurve's entire hero pool, that map, and didn't pull out the Tracer. I give him Recurve's Tracer, pretty impressive. But anyway, in terms of the Battle of the Skies, the Egyptian bird and the lifeless synthetic robot thingy, what do you think? How do you think Mazzino fares against Recurve in that?
Good take. Oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah. As a team,
my bad. Oh, I thought, my bad. Yeah. I think Recurve has me beat on Farah, and every single other character I'm better than him at, I think, is a pretty stable take. I think I'm a better Tracer. It's kind of my one trick, but I think I have a pretty good Echo on me, although I'll give the Recurve to Recurve the Farah duel. He's very good.
That's why I do the interviewing.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'll stay in my lane.
Yeah, you can do color, play-by-play, whatever you guys figured out you were doing. I will stick to the interviewing, all right? Yeah, so, I mean, you guys performed great today. Hope you guys can keep that momentum heading up into the next round against LATAM. I'm really curious to see what they're going to actually look like. Dryad, I have a lot of confidence in their ability to build a team and I don't know, they do everything. So I will never discount a Dryad-led team, but hope you guys can put up a good fight against LATAM. I'm gonna be looking forward to that matchup. So
yeah, we'll put on a show.
That will be in the B stream, by the way. That will be
nice.
Switching over to BPL 2 if you want to catch that matchup. But yeah. Anything else from our casters before we head into a break, before we get into the last two matches of the day?
No. I mean, just a really fantastic match. Good luck.
Thank you.
In your match later tonight.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be great. A lot of more matches to come that are gonna be really great. Just really good Overwatch for the rest of the weekend.
All right. Well, that's been it from the desk. After this break, it will be Horizon versus Asura. Although I think we are waiting on some people who are doing B stream right now to potentially come over. Freya is supposed to be hosting, but they're currently casting a game that's about to start. MFG is hosting that game and is supposed to be casting it. So, we'll figure something out.
Yeah,
B stream and being behind, name a more iconic duo. Once we get that all figured out, we will be back with you guys for the next stream, or next matchup, which is Horizon versus Asura. Welcome back, everybody. We've just decided we're taking the stream hostage. We're keeping it going. We're not waiting for anybody. We're not waiting for Freya. We're not waiting for MFG. Nah,
Not leaving. Not fucking leaving.
No, we are here to stay. At least for this next game, which is you, Horizon versus Asura APAC. Both of these teams won their, or actually no, I don't think Horizon's played yet, but Asura has won their game. They
Horizon got a bye.
2-1. That is actually why we are still waiting on B League, because their game took so long that they are just now starting their second game, and we're starting our third game on A League. So
results not checked.
Yeah. So Asura versus Horizon. How are we feeling like this? Let's take a look at their rosters before we actually talk about that.
Yeah. Horizon, the EU team are absolutely stacked, by the way. Like Synex, crazy. Yeah. It's Synex. Synex Delta's 4 weird.
Synex is
Hyper Knight on the Winston and the Orisa, correct. Red Clone also on the Orisa and on the Reinhardt. Pretty good as well, super aggressive. I need healing, really, really good off tank. Sleeping, Caboodle and Airtruck as well, all very, very solid supports. I was involved with these guys in trials, so I'd say Horizon, big strengths in their...
I have a counterpoint.
Go for it.
Ahi.
Ahi is a very good counterpoint.
Good player.
And Pandemonium as well. Pandemonium as well is also quite good as well, I believe. I think all of Asura, actually the full APAC region, these guys are no slouches.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a really good game. And I think it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I think the big disadvantage for APAC here is that they just finished their last game.
Yeah.
They probably have had about 10 minutes or so of break. Maybe a little bit more, but it's still been very short. So maybe that's really good. They're still in the grind. Yeah, they're in the zone. And they can continue. Right. But it also could just be Horizon is more refreshed and then EU just rolls. So we're gonna be going to Ilios first.
What do we think, Dre? Both of these teams on Ilios particularly, who do we think matches up best for Ilios?
Listen, I'm for some reason I'm an EU believer right now. Actually, this is the perfect time to talk about Preds, as we're about to probably get into Ilios. I'm gonna take every single stream on this, every single match on this stream has been 2-0. So I'm gonna say Horizon 2-0. Asura will be hitting down the losers bracket. I will never bet against Linux. You can't make me do it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. Like it's like I don't. If you're gonna be a Synex doubter, or I'm gonna be an Ahi doubter, and both feel bad. But I can't doubt Synex, just the people playing around them. Unfortunately, so I'm gonna go with the 2-1 for Horizon. I believe in the 2-1, but it's going to be a tight game. As we're getting into it. And we have the double bubble versus the kind of the dive-ish composition here coming out from APAC.
Yeah, I think it's just all about how these initial echoes can skirmish for position. Just as a retro chat, I will be on the play-by-play this game. We figured it out. Check W. So it's just, I think, just about this initial echo 1v1. Like Joshin has the high ground here, he can poke out, but the minute Synex gets an inch, he's going to take a mile. Ladies and gentlemen, win conditions for both of these teams kind of the same, and there we go. There's the Joe button that Winston jumps in. Synex takes down his opposite number with the execute. However, all Gold Dominator. No gold in the lobby, but he does not care. He's making everyone into gold dust, and that Tracer finds 2 quick picks. And just as I say that, I need healing going to be late in the fight on that Zarya, just going to kind of mow everyone down. It really is a test of time, I think, for Asura. The longer that they stall this fight out, they're just going to lose to Synex, and I need healing.
I mean, they do get the point flip, though. So no matter what happens here, they do get progress, and that is good enough. And they might be able to get more than that if they can just stagger on this point.
Absolutely. If they die 1 by 1, hey, it stalls it out, and they trade 1 for 1 here and they get that Winston, arguably the most important. That's a huge drive that comes in, though. Not managed to get into the matrix of Ahi. That's something we know him for, but nope, not found out this time. The grab for Miney healing comes in, and it was humongous. It found so many, and hey, they don't even need an ult to follow up because they've got the right clicks and the execute from Synex pretty much. An ultimate in itself, he does fall there. However, the flip, it goes over to Horizon.
I mean, it's just it's a back and forth, and I think it's nice to see that, especially after the past 2 games. Just a nice back and forth, quick flips. And we're going to see a lot of ultimates coming up for Asura. They have both their tank ultimates. They're going to have both their support ultimates coming up like all together, which can make this a very back and forth fight. Oh, and we already see Winston go down. So.
Clones gets picked again on the Winston, something that's become kind of a bad habit from watching him in the past. And now with the flurry of ultimates from Asura, let's see if they decide to use any. Are going to pop the rally and that primal, that bomb, going to be held through the death. That is, I believe, an ultimate coming out somewhere. Nope, yes, the nano was committed. The stream's a bit stuffed, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, there's they used 3 of their ultimates, and they're about to get their DPS ultimates up. But Josh goes down, and Indra goes down, and it doesn't really matter anymore. Asura is sent to the spawn room.
It looks like they flip it though off the back of the Tracer from Horizon, whose name is unfortunately blurred. I can't recall who that is off the top of my head. It's Protein. Is it Protein Shake?
No, I think I want to say it's Gold. It's Gold. That's who we're looking at.
Either way, the Tracer from Horizon doing so much good work there to flip that fight. And they were down the ultimates, they were down the nano, just everything. And the bomb comes in from Arhi, not going to find anyone. 2 quick DPS ults in response to Sora. Really want to win this fight. They're investing quite heavily. One way to do it though, they get the Zarya. Let's see if they can clean up.
I think it's going to be a flip. It looks like it at least. Dilby goes down. Josh gets stickied. That's kind of brutal.
Great stick though from the E Horizon Tracer. Gold Dominator here looking to try and force opposite number. Really does need to find that enemy Tracer. I'm getting the Winston, who's going to be a fine trade. It is 99, so overtime force are going to have to scramble to the point. Only getting 29%, but luckily Asura are going to be coming up on ultimates. They've got the rally that has just expired. However, this nano, I think, onto Dilby that could come next fight could be very crucial. However, Sleeping does have it in response as well.
I mean, I think now you have to take a look at how do we hold this for a long time if you're Asura. That's a little bit of help trying to sleep and delay the team. But I mean, you're gonna have to use these ultimates wisely. You're going up against, like, you have. Oh, here comes one trying to get this Zarya out of here. Is successful, and you've only used 2 ultimates for that. Excuse me. You used Nano and you used your Primal Rage. So now you have Pulse Bomb. You have your bomb ready to go, and that's about all for ultimates, and that's going to be your difference makers. And Synex just comes in on the Winston and is messing up your back line, but gets bombed. This might be just enough to hold it, but it will be very tight.
It might be. Trades are coming back back and forth. Obviously, this 99 that comes down is going to be so scary for Sora. They really have to sort of go in one by one. There's the stick that comes in. The Tracer getting both support. That's probably going to be curtains. Really, realistically, no possible scenario in which the APAC team can flip this back. It's got to be something heroic from Dilby and Arhi. And as Arhi falls, that Tracer collects another pair. That's 4 in the fight now for the DPS of Horizon. I said they were a force to be reckoned with, and absolutely they're popping off so far this round. The double bubble looked solid, it looked fundamental, and it was absolutely everything you needed if you were a fan of Horizon. Synex, Deltas, forward, First Blood Horizon.
Absolutely. I mean, but it's really close, and I think that's going to speak to what this match will probably be like compared to what we've seen.
It's going to be a different. Protein Shake. There we go. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Going to be a difficult task. Oh, the stream has died.
Uh-oh. We're casting blind.
No, we're back up. I think it's just restarted the stream because of audio issues. Appreciate that, production. Thank you.
Yeah.
Big hand to everyone in the control room working like a madman right now. Wow, this stream is so clear now, by the way. It's super good, so no need to worry about it. It is fixed. What on earth is this Horizon comp?
I love it. I'm happy to see it. This is very silly.
Give me the lowdown on it, Salsa. What's it good at? We're in this neutral fight.
I mean, it doesn't really win neutral fights. That's one aspect of it. You have to really hope on Synex winning this neutral fight for you, because Protein Shake is going to be doing a ton until he gets that ultimate up. Once he does that, oh, it's going to be painful if you're Asura. And they win the point, so I think this is exactly what you want to see.
Ooh, the Winston though, jeez.
Ooh, that's just brutal. Yeah, this is just like, I mean, Synex makes the space, the rest of the team just pushes everyone back, and now Protein Shake can just set up the turret, and it's going to be a very sad time.
Yeah, I believe it is. I don't want to theory craft too much. There's a very common theory, a term in card games we call critical mass, was when you get to a certain number of something, it just becomes overboard and too much. And what Horizon have is just stuff that needs to be DM'd. So this feels like a fuck Arhe comp. If they throw enough damage, Arhe isn't going to be able to DM all of it.
It does, actually. I mean, the only way it would feel like it more is if they were playing a Rissum Diva, I would feel like. If you're playing a Rissa Diva, you would have to also DM the halts. But and the normal fire. But yeah, it is just I do not like Ahi composition. Here we go. Multi-core, and it doesn't matter.
It's out too late. But to give to credit, really clean swap. The God Dominator goes over to the Mei. They make an aggressive beat when you gamble. So when you go aggressive with that beat, as Pandemonium chose to, and you W key to force it, you have to get value, and they absolutely did. They found the best pick they could have in Clones. Clones getting walled. Just to name a more iconic duo. Happens time and time again. Poor Clones, man, just is attracted into those Mei walls on the other side. Oh, Mei diff. Protein Shake falls, and yeah, so far this Mei swap looking pretty good though, Salsa.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was kind of exactly what you wanted. Just get in there and say, well, we could DM everything, or we could just not DM anything and win. And that's what they did. And now you have to see the swap. Protein Shake, they swap over the Mei, and the big issue is, I mean, trying to get this ultimate charge up quickly. All the CC in the world with the beat coming out, and Asura down a man. Josh is down, no DPS. Protein Shake falls to the bomb, and it's going to be really back and forth. It looks like Horizon will eke it out in the end, just barely.
I think they get it. It was actually a huge pin from Clones, to give them credit, to take out Joshin on that Reaper. From there, it was Reaper diff. Synex was allowed to just go crazy. No one that could really contest him. Obviously, Reaper being the bulk of the damage in the comp. And hey, they flip it. So I think it's sort of 60, 61, 60.
It looks like 70 to 55.
Yeah, 70%. So ultimate fights here.
But I mean, here's the problem. Pandemonium is about to get beat again, so you guys do exactly what you did to win the fight in the first place, just now with an ult Mault.
Yeah, and you have Mault as well, so it's going to be so scary.
I mean, he's out of mech. Oh, here comes a Shatter. It's not big at all. And yeah, Asura wins just by, like I said, using that using the beat to rush in with the Mault and you win.
So Horizon sink a lot of ultimates there. I think you'd agree, Salsa, but they do get it to 99. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they have the Death Blossom, which is good. Which Josh is also going to get probably at the beginning of next fight. As long as I'm looking at the numbers properly. And you're going to get Bomb for I Need Healing. And that's about it. I mean, the Shatter is going to be kind of the big difference maker. Can you get this Shatter and use it properly?
I believe sleeping is about halfway to Windows. That's a huge slam though from Dilby, but so many on the back of the floor. They fall down.
But Synex makes into the back line and just destroys everyone, and that'll be the map.
That will be the map all the way to do it. Synex sees his entire team getting knocked down, says, don't worry, guys, I've got this. Pulls out the twin guns, goes absolutely blossoming into the backline, finds 3 on his own, and off the back of Synex, Mr. Reliable, good old Reaper. On the Friday, Horizon take map 1.
Yeah, I mean,
look at this Death Blossom again. How does he do it, man? He can't keep getting away with it.
Just gets to behind everyone and clicks the Q button, and the boot comes out, but it's too late.
Everyone's eyes glued like a kid in a candy store to the window, and they manage to sneak around Synex onto the back, pulls out that Inferno trigger, that Death Blossom. They all go down. Even if that fight's extended as well, the fact that he gets 2 supports basically right off the back of it, like the minute he pressed Q, the Lucio of Asura, Pandemonium, insta down, then the Bapt of Asura, pretty much down at the end of it as well. So it was very, very well executed from Synods. Not a comp that's known for its most playmaking brawl. I don't think it's a comp where individually you think you can really pop off on it. But hey,
no, I mean,
Death Blossom Pod.
It depends on like what kind of brawl composition you're talking about.
Yeah, true.
I mean, if you're talking about like goats, no, absolutely not. You have no way to make like big individual plays unless like the fight's completely broken down and it's like a 1v2.
Yeah,
it's like Zarya. If it's like something like that sometimes you can. But I mean, in kind of the modern day brawl with 222 lock, I think it's possible. It depends on what version of brawl you're playing. Are you playing kind of the Reaper May? I can think the Reaper absolutely can, depending on the enemy comp. If you're playing kind of the McCree May that we see a lot, no, unfortunately. It's just not really in the cards. But I think it'll be interesting to see what we want to do on hybrid. Again, or if they just want to kind of
here's the thing.
new.
I think they